Am I the asshole for walking out of a restaurant on my girlfriend? Girlfriend and I were having dinner at a restaurant when she got a text from her best friend, who recently gave birth, and she said, "Oh my God, she got a C-section." She works as a nurse, so she then explained to me the type of incision they make for that and how it'll leave a scar. I then, as a joke, said, quote, "At least she'll still be tight down there."
Did OP recently have a baby?
No, they're talking about her friend.
I know, but I just didn't know if that was like a comparison.
Oh yeah. God, that would have been terrible.
Right.
My girlfriend looked confused and then said that was a weird comment to make about her friend. I then said it is a very normal joke to make, and she disagreed. Long story short, there was some back and forth. I asked her to drop it, and she kept trying to talk to me about it. I said to her, quote, "You're so insecure." And then she goes, quote, "Does it make you feel good to call me that?" So then I got really frustrated, got up and walked out of the restaurant and drove home. She called me several times. I drove both of us there, but I was so frustrated and just wanted to get home, so I turned my phone off. She showed up at our apartment 30 minutes later and was really pissed, called me an asshole and overreacted, and that she waited in the cold for 20 minutes for an Uber. Am I the asshole for walking out on her and leaving her there for being frustrated?
So I want to say yes. The reason being is that it's not that hard to just say like, "Oh, I didn't realize that comment was something offensive. I apologize that hurt your feelings. Can we move on? I won't do it again." You know what I mean? Like, why does it have to be this like crazy, he has to be like, "Well, you're too sensitive. Well, you're insecure." Like, yeah, she just said what she doesn't like and what she finds funny and what she doesn't find funny. And if you care about being a really good partner to her, then why don't you want to hear those things? Like, you don't have to be so, what's the word? You don't have to take so much offense. And I think that's what happened, is that he took offense that it was a joke and she didn't find it funny.
Would you find it funny?
No. And the thing is that like, I understand that some people don't give a shit and that you could laugh at that. You know your partner, like those can be jokes that you make between each other. It's like you should be able to figure each other out well enough to know what is funny to the other and what's not. Mm-hmm. But like for me, like specifically, if I'm in love with somebody, I don't want to hear them thinking about somebody else's private parts. So I know that sounded like really elementary to say, but like seriously, it's like there was this one time I was with my boyfriend and there's this girl that we just met and we're all sitting around and we're all talking and she starts like explicitly talking about how she got eaten out when she was on some dryer or something like that. And it's not like I'm mad at her, but at the same time, I was just like, he was like laughing and like asking questions about it and joking about it. And I'm like,
such a pick me.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's like now you're visualizing this person right in front of us, naked, getting eaten out. And even though it's like you didn't do anything wrong and you're just having this playful conversation, it's like, it's not something you really want to think about. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm going in circles.
I'm just blown away that someone, because I used to be friends with a girl that would do that all the time. Like any conversation setting that we were in with a group of guys, she would always talk about how much she loved getting eaten out. And it is just such a pick me thing to do. It really is.
You know, maybe that's not the intention. Like that one person that I'm talking about.
How did it come up? How do you just come up with a story like, God, this one time I was on a washing machine?
Well, it wasn't just the three of us. There was a few other people. So
mostly men.
I don't remember, honestly. But it's one of those things where it doesn't necessarily need to be that. But yeah, I can still have my own feelings that like, I'm like, well, I'd rather him not picture her naked. But I didn't react to it. I didn't get him in trouble. I didn't, whatever. But like if he were to ask me like how I felt about that, I'd be like,
that was a little weird.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was funny. And so she has every right to express those feelings and he doesn't need to make a deal out of it. He just needs to say like, okay, got it. Like, I'm sorry if sometimes I slip and say something that I think you might find humorous. I clearly don't want your best fucking friend. Like, I hope you know how much I love you, but I understand that you don't like those comments, so I won't make them. And then everything would just be happy. But instead he was like, you didn't think my joke was funny?
Well, and then to flip it on her, like, you're so insecure.
Right.
And she called him on it, right? She literally said to him, does that make you feel better?
Mhm.
Or does it make you feel good to call me that?
Right.
And that just seems, that behavior of instantly flipping the script and like, you're so insecure. Are you jealous I made that comment? Or whatever, those people that they do that. It just seems abusive to me.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I hear this comment and it's a weird joke. It's not funny. It's misogynistic. It's gross.
That's true.
Because it plays into the fact like of the women being like a lock and a dude being a key. And it's like, oh, if her body count's high, she's stretched out. Oh, it's
asshole.
like,
that's so not true.
It's not true. And it just kind of plays into that. And also it's like, so many people go through vaginal births and like other countries handle it so much better than us, where they actually have pelvic floor therapy and go through these exercises to get their pelvic floor muscles strengthened after childbirth. And they're even tighter than they were before the kid. So
that's cool.
Like, it's not true. And it's weird. Like, if Justin ever made a comment, and he never would, but if he was ever like, oh, she had a C-section? Wow, like, God, her boyfriend, her husband, at least he gets to still enjoy that tight pussy.
Yeah.
Instant divorce. Instant breakup.
Divorce. Okay. Divorce is a little extreme.
Dude, that's gross.
It is gross. But on the other side of things, maybe this guy, I mean, I don't think this is the case, but maybe he thought that she was being mean about the friend's scar. And so he was trying to say something nice.
You're giving him a lot of credit.
I know. I'm throwing out the options. But like I said, I still think it's like a fucking dick move. But, sorry, that was very ADD. I was going to say my sock literally matches the blanket.
Oh my God. And your sweater kind of does.
Yeah, true.
Wow. Yeah, just weird vibes. I think his behavior is very concerning.
100%, yeah.
The top comment on this one, big red box, lots of awards. You're the asshole for completely unnecessarily sexist comment about her friend's vagina and for your lack of understanding about basic biology. Bonus asshole points for calling your girlfriend insecure, having a toddler tantrum, and storming off.
Yeah.
That's the other part of it we haven't talked about. Not only did he try to flip it on her and like gaslight her, oh, you're insecure, blah, 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 but he left her at a restaurant.
Yeah.
After he drove together, both of them there, and they live together. It's not like you're abandoning her and she's going to go home.
Yeah.
You live together. Your home is her home. If anyone's left me stranded somewhere, I hope to God she breaks up with him.
Yeah.
The fight, one thing. Okay. End the dinner, go home, have your separate time. One of you is in the bedroom, one of you is in the living room, whatever you want to do. But like to leave someone, to storm off and leave. Grow up.
Okay. I agree. It's funny because when I first started answering this, I thought for some reason there was going to be the alternate side being like, I don't know. I'm just happy because that's how I feel too.
Yeah. There's another comment too under that one because that one has almost 91,000 upvotes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And the one under it goes, right? Like, where and what have these men been taught about women's genitals? He probably thinks pee comes out of the vagina too. And someone else goes down, and that women could hold in their period if they wanted to. He's the kind of guy who would ask the doctor, can you give her a few more stitches while you're at it?
Oh, God.
The girlfriend definitely needs to dump him. And that is really scary. Like, the husband stitch and the fact that there's actually people that ask for it.
That's real?
Yeah. There's been doctors that go on TikTok and say, like, this woman's husband asked me to throw in an extra stitch when I was stitching her back up to make her tight. That's not how that works. That's disgusting. It's super painful.
Fuck.
Like, Also, vaginoplasty is a thing. Like, if you want to freshen up your vagina, that's a thing. But do it the right way.
Gosh, so many fucking things.
Have you seen that TikTok going around of that guy being like, women's bodies are not supposed to menstruate every month. Women are only supposed to have a period every 4 years.
Okay.
I can't tell if he's kidding, but I think he's serious.
You know, I just can't believe like the last 3 minutes. Blown away. All I have to say is like, find a way to make dicks bigger. Don't try to stitch up your fucking wife's vagina, you freak.
It's the end of the episode, guys.
That's the end.
Wrap it up. We can't top that.